welcome to my blessed kitchen. It is Taylor. And today I am making chewy almond cookies. They're going to be paleo, gluten-free, egg-free, and they're also dairy-free. I knew I was forgetting one of the many great things about this. Also, there really aren't that many ingredients to it, and it's very easy to make. So, let's get started on that. If you saw today, I actually did my things mise en pas or whatever. I can't speak French too good, but that's when you lay everything out. I think it's mise en pas. I don't know. Tell me if I'm wrong. It's been a while since I did home ec in high school, so there you go. But I'm still a good chef without it, in my opinion. And this is also super easy to make. So, the first thing you'll need is 2 cups of almond flour. I'm trying not to get right in front of it. Then, half a teaspoon of, well, you can't see from there. You can see my 2 cups of the almond flour. I hope I didn't say coconut. It's almond flour because these are chewy almond cookies. Then a half teaspoon of baking soda and a 1/4 teaspoon of kosher salt. So I hope you can see the difference. That's our baking soda and that is our kosher salt. In paleo, you want to use a better salt, and I have another video I'm still editing where I said if you really want me to, I can go in depth on different salts, but kosher is one of them. So there you go. And then I have in this little bowl here just 5 teaspoons of coconut oil. Whee! We're going deep. I'm trying to show you it. There it is. There's my 5 teaspoons of coconut oil. And then I need 7 tablespoons of raw honey. So right now I'm just going to dump in all my good stuff, and then I'm going to put in my honey. I just thought it would be a little bit cleaner if I did it that way. And I will also post the ingredients and step-by-step instructions in there. So I'm going to dump in, these are all my dry ingredients, into a nice size mixing bowl. I just always go for the largest because you never know how things are going to go, right? And also, if the mixture is too dry when you get it all in there, you can always add more coconut oil or you can add more honey. It's to your taste, but this is how it works to my taste. I'll try not get too loud of a ding-ding for you, but apparently that's what it wants to do for you guys today. And I will try and get it so you can see up here more. I'm going to add in my honey. It's 7 tablespoons of raw honey. I've decided to do it now just because I felt like it might be a little bit less of a mess. So I will be back in a second and I'll show you what it looks like mixed up. And then from there, we're going to put it in the oven. So also make sure you preheat that oven to 350 degrees. Also, before I leave, you can add in optional mix-ins, just a half cup of whatever you think would work. Semi-sweet chocolate chips, coconut flakes, or quick oats, however your diet is, you'd want to follow it. So if it is paleo, you might want to check this out, and it could be keto friendly. I'm not exactly sure on that, so I guess I'd have to do some looking up on that just to make sure, but I do know this is paleo. Alright guys, I added in my honey, And next, the thing I found works best is first working it through with a wooden spoon, and then after you work it through with a wooden spoon, I just like to use my hands. Make sure you're getting everything incorporated into there. I see we got a little bit of coconut oil to the side. But you're going to get it until you get a nice dough form. And the great thing is, if you're not sure about how it tastes, you can taste it at this point and kind of get an opinion of what this cookie's going to taste like. And also, fun fact, the reason that for those of you that have no idea what paleo is, it takes out a lot of things we might normally like to eat. Like in our cookies, we might like shortening or butter, but they choose coconut oil because it's normally a better alternative. Every once in a while, you will see some people use butter in paleo, but it's just to get that texture and replace the oils that are in there. But sometimes if it's like a butter that's organic or something, it's kind of more controversial. But honey is that fill-in sweetener. Honey and maple syrup were my go-tos during this. I just liked working with them the best. And once you work with them, you kind of get to understand how to work with them a little better. And they make a yummy almond cookie, all this together. At this point, I'd say it's fully incorporated. I'm going to just double wash my hands. I don't want to stick them in there. So, at this point, if you're going to add any of my add-ins that I kind of mentioned earlier that you can add, I say this is the point that you go for it, and you're going to just stir them in there. And then next, if you're not doing that step, which I'm not, I am going to I gotta get me a cookie sheet. Alright, I'm gonna get me a cookie sheet. This is a non-stick pan and it works perfect. And I love it very much. So, okay. So, now this is a non-stick, and I have been able to just place my cookies on there because it is a non-stick pan. Now, honestly, I stirred them pretty good. So I think it's just ready to go. And you can just, like I said, you can try a little bit of it. And see if you think it needs more or something. Your batter. But with you can just use a 1 tablespoon like this and use your cookie dough that way. 16. You should probably be able to get 16 cookies out. And this is going to be sticky dough because it's got honey in it. So you might want to just try and tap that off your fingers. Because now it's all over my fingers. So they aren't going to be looking too cute. They don't look that cute anyway, so. Because I'm never doing my nails. Maybe that's a sign that I should. And then I might just kind of try and dust that debris off later. But I'm going to just plop it down on there and get back to y'all when they're all finished. Okay, I'm back. I rolled them into balls with a 1 tablespoon scoop after mixing it all up together. So now we are going to flatten them. If they are not flattened, they burn on the bottom. Now, if this happens to you, don't worry too much. Just, you might have to get a grater of some kind and grate that bottom part off, and it'll probably still taste good. But, yeah, make sure you flatten them. I've done it a few times where I have not, and had a freak attack, but that has worked in my case where I've just forgotten because I'm tired of making them after a long day or something like that, or I started too late in the night and I'm tired. But yeah, just make sure that you're flattening them down, then they will not burn on the bottom, and you'll be in a better place with that than with a burnt cookie. So thought I'd share that tip. And I'm gonna guess that I'm gonna make about like 25 of these. That's a guess, because I've already passed my 16 and I still have a decent amount left. We're gonna put them in the 350 oven for what is it? I know it's like 10 minutes tops, but I believe 8 to 10 minutes. So check when it's 8 just to make sure. Because like I said, you don't want cookies burning. You don't want a fire. And we are almost done with this. And I will let you know somehow how many I made, but I'm going to guess around 16 to 25 would be your yield. Ooh, ooh, he needs some help. These are fragile cookies, so get your cooling rack ready, but you need to wait 15 minutes after they've been in that 350 oven. So, which I'm going to double check and make sure it's at 250. So I'm gonna go put them in the oven. Okay, everyone, now before you take these off, you're gonna want to wait 5 minutes and put them on the cooling rack, and maybe we'll have a taste test later. I'm not sure, because Dana's excited for these cookies. And don't forget to turn your oven off. Thanks, y'all. I hope you give this recipe a try. Give me a like and a subscribe. Help me get to 30, which means I just need one more person to subscribe. And remember, it don't cost money. Alright. Love you guys. Have a good one. Bye.